Hello and welcome back to Sportcast. I'm your host Chia Yin, and today with us are two familiar faces, Avi and Saktesh.
We're back.
Nice to see you again.
So we are deep into World Cup now, and there's a lot of things to unpack. So among all of the matches that you guys have watched, what was the key assessment that you guys have taken away?
There's so much
And why
been
is
going
it?
on.
A lot.
There's so much to
A
go
lot.
over.
A lot. In my case, I was watching Uzbekistan versus Colombia. It was a good game. I was so proud to see Uzbekistan performing well. But what caught my attention was my friend's response. So while watching the game, he texted me, "Look at how Kanawar is dressed. He's so elegant, he looks so classy." And he was also talking about the previous players that played in the 98 World Cup, 2002 World Cup. So for me, that encapsulates what World Cup is all about. People remembering about the past and then talking about what's happening right now, how they are dressed, how they are playing. And my friend does not know Uzbekistan, the way they play and so on. So when he watched them, he was like, this team is not bad. So you have this element of like, wow, we have teams that we do not know are performing
Did
so
he
well.
know that it was their first time playing in the World Cup?
He was aware.
Okay.
He was aware. It's just that he has not watched them play. He has watched a lot of Asian matches, no doubt. So he's my best friend. His name is Logan. Shout out to him. So when he watched them play, he's like really impressed. And the moment Colombia scored the second goal, he's like, why did they score? I want Uzbekistan to win. So that passion, that fervor for Asian teams to do so well is there. So that was my takeaway lah.
For me, actually, it's I think the past games that have been going on, it's a lot of wins, a lot of losses. But for me, the ones that stood out is the draws. The amount of draws that we had, and surprising ones, like, you had Spain against Cabo Verde. That probably is the standout one. And, after a good amount of games, I think 3 groups, it's all even. It's all 1 point each. And it makes it interesting because now they have 2 more games to, try to fight back. And
Actually, the one particular day, all 4 matches were draws, right?
all draws, which you would usually, when you see a scoreline like that, you think like, oh, the matches weren't exciting, but those were probably one of the best matches.
Best matches, actually, yeah.
Spain Cabo Verde game was it was a late night game. To me it was what I call a sleepy time game. So you put it on, you might fall asleep in halfway through. I didn't get to sleep because it was such a good game to watch. But yeah, so I think the past few games, it's surprising in ways you didn't expect.
Shout out to Vozinha as well.
Oh,
What a
40-year-old making your
40-year-old
debut at
yeah.
the World Cup,
Yeah.
and yeah, you
That's
did it.
the World Cup.
You did it.
Yeah, that's the World Cup.
He managed to save the goals from.
Yeah, I
How
believe
many
he saved
goals?
about 7 saves. And
Yeah.
all 7 saves were shots on target. All
Yeah.
Spain's 7 shot on targets, he thwarted them.
I think we always look at the debutants, the youngsters, but he is a debutant, but it goes to show that football isn't over when you're 30 or when you're 40.
Correct.
True.
There's still so much to play for, and he's playing at the highest level among the highest players, and his name is up there among the greats now.
He started professionally at the age of 25, and you know what? He's a volleyball coach.
Oh,
Is he?
volleyball.
That explains the great handwork, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay, so 2 teams really caught my eyes, like Sweden and Germany.
Mm-hmm.
So, is it why you are wearing that today?
Sort of, I guess.
Because their scorelines is like a very huge gap
It was a
between both
5-1
teams.
and a 7-1.
5-1
Yeah.
and 7-1.
So, what do you think about that score? Do they live up to their billing, or
I think
justifies?
For Germany, it's a good start because they haven't won their opening game in any
Yeah.
World Cup since 2014, when they last won
When
it.
they last won it.
So to have them win the first game, a big margin as well, is, I guess it's one of those things you'd be like, oh yeah, it's a good sign, but then you're like, well, if history, what if it goes the opposite now? They win the first one and then it goes downhill from here.
Ooh.
Hopefully not, but I think, yeah, that game was the Sweden game. I think it's only fair that Avi talks about the Sweden
Yeah.
game.
It was an unexpected match in terms of how Sweden played, because I expected them to be a bit more cagey, but I have a feeling Graham Potter realised that Tunisia was shaky, and he decided, you know what, let's use our strengths to kill them. And you know what's the best part? I actually told this line in Tamil, அவனோட பொருளை அவனை வச்சு போட்டோம். Means we have used his weapon to beat that person.
Oh, okay.
So when Ayari scored the goal, I was like, whoa, a Tunisian killing his, dad's country with such a super goal, and then he didn't celebrate.
Yeah.
And I thought that was it. That was the moment. Instead, they kind of surprised us by scoring 5 goals, which I wasn't expecting at all. Wasn't expecting at all. And Alexander Isak was coming back from an injury. He looked superb.
Didn't look like he was recovering from an injury.
Yeah, exactly. And the best part was one of the midfielders who came in, his first touch goal. So a lot of moments to be discussed, and even Swedish fans were kind of like taken aback, like, wow, we started the World Cup in this fashion. That kind of thing.
It's not something you're used to.
We're not as if we're used to. I'm used to seeing Sweden, like, making it 2-0, 1-0, and then, defending it out. But this time around, they decided, let's have fun. Let's throw some kind of party. And Ayari also decided, what, I want to celebrate this time, and he scored the second goal. And both his goals were more than 100 kilometers per hour, the shots. So that's devastating.
That's impressive.
Yeah. So to see that happening, it's good. But one needs to note that first match weeks, all the teams will give their everything to show what they are capable of. So what makes a team stand out throughout the tournament is how they perform week after week after week.
But as you say that, do you looking at Brazil's first game, there were some comments saying that Brazil didn't show out fully. It wasn't their full capacity yet. Like you said, like most teams first week they're going to go all out. But again, some diehard Brazil fans will be like, yeah, no, Brazil has more in the tank.
True, I agree with you. Even Spain also.
Is that a scary thing? You think like, oh no?
I don't think it's a scary thing. For me, I think it's more of a realization like, okay, we are weak in some areas, let's fix it. And in Brazil's case, I have a strong feeling they're going to change their number 9. I have a very strong feeling about that. Neymar might come back. So when Neymar comes back, it instills confidence and inspiration and so on. And when that happens, then the team will start resonating with the vibe that a certain player brings. Even Spain also, when they drew against Cabo Verde, I could sense some people like, shaking their heads like, why is Spain performing so badly and so on. But you need to understand that every single player in that Spanish team are game changers. So they had an off day. And Lamine Yamal, Nico Williams were coming back from an injury. So second game onwards, the coach will start telling them, I don't need to motivate you. The world has spoken a lot about you. Now it's time for you to prove in the next game what you can do.
But I think you shouldn't take away from Spain's performance. Like the result was also mainly from the Cabo Verde's keeper.
Exactly.
As much as maybe Spain didn't, maybe you would
not
say
just the keeper. I think Cabo Verde also, they had a game plan, and because they played against Malaysia last year. You can sense that the coach is very simplistic in the way he wants his players to play. Give me work rate and I will give you the tactics. And the tactics is very simple. I will see which team we are facing. Like when they played against Malaysia, they were holding the ball most often and they were testing out a lot of systems. But against Spain, he knew, okay, this is our strength. Let's play defensive, and he did just that.
So we can say that Cabo Verde's draw was partly Malaysia partly helped. We helped them prepare for.
No, we cannot claim. Cannot claim.
They helped them prepare for the match.
Not really. I mean, after that also they played few friendly matches and all that. And Bubista is a very good coach. For me, he's a very underrated coach. Nobody knows him.
Yeah.
But now he'll be known all over the world. So we'll see how they perform in the next 2 matches.
True. So now let's talk about the upcoming matches. There's a lot more matches. Which matches do you guys look forward to?
I'll be looking forward to, on the topic of surprising ones, I think Spain, Saudi Arabia will be an interesting one. Those 3 groups with all the draws will be interesting to watch because now every team kind of faces a must-win game already. It's not always when you're second game in the group stage and you're looking at Spain, you'll be like, you have to win this, otherwise you don't know what's going to happen to your World Cup games. So that'll be an interesting one. Argentina are playing Austria, I think, next. That will be also a very interesting game after the way Argentina started. I think something to look at. Jordan, debutants. Jordan will be playing Algeria next. Maybe Algeria not the best start they wanted against France. Right? They played against France, which was it? Yeah. Which was not the best
Algeria
start.
played against Argentina.
Yeah,
the
Messi scored against Zidane's son.
Hat-trick one.
Yeah, so I got that confused.
Yeah.
But Jordan, Algeria, I think that will be an interesting game to watch as well. And what about you, Avi? What are you gonna? I'm sure Sweden's match.
Netherlands, Sweden. I'll be very honest. I'm looking forward to that game because of the excitement Sweden has raised during the tournament, and I feel like Netherlands is a team that can be beaten lah. Because I watched Japan play against the Netherlands. Japan played very well, but I was like, Japan could have gone even further.
They could have.
They could have, but you also need to understand that we are talking about permutations right now. There's the round of 32. So a lot of teams will be thinking that if you finish that, we might not face a much fancy team or something like that. A lot of those talks will be ongoing.
Yeah, it's happening.
And I felt like when Netherlands played Japan, Japan had the ball. Towards the end, Japan actually slowed down. If you realized it, they held the ball and they didn't continue after. Like some teams, when it's injury time, they go all out. They want to get the winner.
They're playing
But
safe.
Japan didn't do that.
They chose to be safer.
They chose to be safe.
Yeah.
Remember, I think few years ago when they played against Poland, they did the same thing, right? So it's a lot of permutations ongoing. So for me personally, I wish Sweden will go all out and win. I think right now I'm in a state where, you know what, I want these Swedish players who have been known to be gritters, crafters and so on, just go and entertain lah, go have fun.
And that's the whole point of the World Cup is everyone has fun. As
Everyone
long as
has
everyone
fun.
has fun,
True,
that's
true.
all that matters.
I mean, the fans will have fun lah, but the players, the pressure is crazy lah.
Definitely.
I mean, for them it's totally different. And I hope to see Elanga and also Taha Ali play for Sweden the next game, because they didn't play the last game. So I was like, why didn't Potter play them? Then I was like, oh, okay, now I know why, because you're saving them for the Netherlands.
But I think that goes to show sometimes, like you say, how Japan in the last 10 minutes, if they're drawing against a team, you would see some countries decide to pull back. But then some countries don't have that option.
Yeah,
If
they have to.
like if Spain or Portugal are playing a game and they're drawed,
I think the teams that were held, I think they are not too worried. The ones who lost, they would be worried.
yeah.
And maybe some teams, the players whose reputation is on the line, they would want to say, hey, let's win the next game so that we can, preserve our name, that kind of thing.
I think then for that, definitely two names come up in this past few games is Messi, Ronaldo.
Yeah.
The performance, I mean, Messi's performance great. Ronaldo's not the result they wanted, I'm sure. But there'll be something to look forward. Portugal are playing next week it'll be an interesting game for them.
Game as well.
Crucial game for them.
Yeah.
But you see what they can do.
Correct.
So we cannot have a World Cup conversation without talking about the big names, right? So how have the tournament's top stars fared so far? Like, are they living up to their expectation or
biggest
still
name,
finding?
obviously, I think Messi stole the headlines,
Yeah, with the hat-trick,
rightfully so.
Yeah.
What
But
a
that
game.
also came with a caveat. The challenge he made on Isa Mandi, a lot of people were saying that it should have been
He
red.
should have been a red
I
card.
personally felt it was yellow.
Maybe.
Because you know
Maybe.
why? It was unintentional. I felt it was unintentional. He was trying to go for the ball, but a lot of people actually sent me videos saying that, oh, he's FIFA's golden child lah, this lah, that lah. But when I told them, look, if I was the referee, I would have given a yellow. But to say golden child and all that, I don't know. I don't want to entertain the theory lah. Because for me, at the end of the day, he's a magician lah.
To me, it's
Yeah.
the ones complaining are always the ones who have something to complain about. In the sense that if they don't like Messi, they'll be like, oh, it should have been a red card.
Yeah.
But some people, if they like Messi also, they'll be like, maybe it should have been a red card.
Correct.
But no, so it's circumstantial. What if that was Ronaldo and he didn't get a red card? The same fans would keep
Same,
quiet,
yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll be like, oh no, he's perfectly innocent. Don't be a fan of a player, be a fan of the game. Love the game. Don't like, yeah.
Well
To
done. I
co-
love that.
To compare like Messi's performance and then unfortunately Ronaldo's performance wasn't there.
Yeah.
But why are you comparing Messi to Ronaldo?
Yeah.
They are playing for their own countries. Messi's goals were great. Ronaldo maybe didn't get the same opportunities, but still, I think Ronaldo is worth looking out for. It's too early to judge him based on just one game.
Correct.
Messi, if you don't look at him, something's wrong with you. You have to be paying attention to Messi because he's Messi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in Ronaldo's case, I don't know whether I'm defending him or not lah, but I watched the highlights. There were moments where he positioned himself well. There were moments where he could have, he actually
He could have moved out the way.
He moved better, But there were some moments he should have done a dummy or something.
Yeah.
Sometimes you cannot be too harsh on a player. I feel like, I'm seeing all the social media updates. Sometimes I feel for him. But it's also because of the words that he said in the past. Like, World Cup isn't an important tournament. It's just a 6-7 game kind of tournament. Yeah, it will backfire. But he's there. He's playing. He's 41. The fact that he's still there playing for his nation, you have to laud him.
Yeah.
No doubts about it. And I hope Portugal can find a way to say that, hey, we are playing for the flag. We are not playing for a reputation.
Yeah.
Right?
True.
That is something that, I'm no footballer, but even if I play a team sport, my first thought is I want to win, but not for myself, for the team. Like last time I used to play cricket, we want to get as many runs as possible because we want to win. We want to ensure the other team don't get the runs we get.
But I guess in his specific position, there are a lot of. It's hard to judge his options when you don't know what the choices were.
Correct.
So, yeah, I will see about that. But other players, I think, like especially Haaland.
Oh yeah, Haaland scored a double as well.
Mbappe also scored a double, didn't he?
Mbappe scored a double, yes.
These are,
Ulisses pass for Mbappe's. Oh my God, chef's kiss.
That was a good game. That was a very good. I think like these players, the focus is on the big ones, but not saying Haaland and Mbappe are not big, but you kind of see the spotlight not so brightly on them yet.
Okay, so before we wrap up, something a little different. There's been a lot of talk about fan culture at this World Cup. Some even compared to the way the fans Nick supported as the benchmark. So, what do you think about the atmosphere that we are seeing in currently?
I think for it to happen, right, as you said, like the Knicks one, and someone that I know is a reporter in New York, and he's a diehard Knicks fan. So I was following his journey of covering the finals and watching one of the games in Madison Square Garden, and then comparing that with how the US fans were when they won their first game. No disrespect at all, but you could see that yes, they were celebrating, but take a US fan and take like an Argentinian fan, and it's day and night. But take that same fan and put them at like an NFL game or the NBA finals, they will celebrate the same amount. I hope maybe after this World Cup, soccer is seen at par or even, up there with your Super Bowl or baseball and all that, because you have to look at it as the US has not been, historically big fans of soccer, but they're hosting it, they're doing pretty well now. Yeah, it's a big celebration difference, but they're getting there. Stadiums I see less empty seats at stadiums in more recent matches compared to the start.
I have to say the stadiums are excellent. The infrastructure is one of a kind.
It's the land of stadiums anyway.
Amazing. And about fan culture, like for example, you mentioned about Argentinian fans and United States fans. Yes, there's going to be a difference because Argentinian fans have been following the game for so long. Argentina, Brazil, Spain.
They bleed the sport.
They basically go all out for their teams. Yeah, Argentinians are the craziest. I remember when I was in Qatar, one guy said, I sold my house to come here. I was like, when you go back, I got no house.
But it was worth it though.
Yeah, it's worth it because they won the tournament. Right? So some people will go to those extents to do that, and I'm very sure for the US edition the same would have happened. And I saw the Knicks celebration. Crazy, I tell you. I think
was well deserved.
Yeah, they went crazy. Some of them vandalized.
I wasn't a Knicks fan, but I was celebrating.
Yeah, because it's 53 years. But when I saw some people saying that, do you see this in football? I'm like, oh my God. You should have seen. You should. Worse. It's even worse. You go to
Better,
Morocco,
but worse at the same time.
You go to Indonesia. Oh my God, the fan culture is crazy. And even the World Cup also, because you have amalgamation of cultures. You have lots of fans there, and you think they would fight. No. You go to any fan festivals or the parks, they are all united.
I think the best example is, I think everywhere online, is the Mexico fans and South Korean fans. The love they have for each other. I'm like, yes, this is what I want.
This is what we want. Yeah, it's good. It's nice. I mean, so far the first match week has been a treat. That's all I can say. It's been a treat. I just hope that this momentum continues for the upcoming weeks.
Well, you see, like all those issues that first initially popped up before the opening ceremony, like there were issues. They are still ongoing, like visa issues and all that.
Yeah,
but
Iran's case, it's quite bad.
But as most sporting events at this level goes, once the action starts, the attention kind of shifts. Which
towards the games and so on.
at the same time, like, yeah, but these things need to be addressed for future ones at the same time. You can't just let it happen. Like, okay, we forget about it, and
Yeah, it needs to be addressed, especially the visa thing. Like, I don't like what the Iranian team is going through.
Yeah.
I do not like it at all. The fact that a coach has to use this word, we feel oppressed, that says a lot. Yeah, Infantino came to the dressing room, gave them, his full support. But what's
Doesn't
the
change
point?
anything,
It
yeah.
doesn't change anything. The fact that they had to fly to Canada right after the game, oh my god, that's crazy. Players need rest,
Yeah.
lah. Players need rest, and these fellas come. For me, it feels very PR-ish at the moment. Whatever Infantino does. Yeah. You need to, I understand it's the law of the land, you cannot do this, you cannot do that, but the previous tournaments all tada masala, why this one?
People assumed the Qatar World Cup was going to be the strictest and
No, it
toughest
was-
one, but now everyone's like, that's the best one.
That's the best one.
Yeah.
That's the best one. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was there.
We hope hopefully it just gets, I don't know how you get better in terms of legality, but hope things, stay somewhat peaceful.
Yeah, I hope the players will be able to focus on the field, lah.
Yeah.
The fact that Taremi actually said that it is not good, the captain, and even he might not even play the next game because of visa issues, that says a lot. It's sad.
Yeah.
It's a new thing for coaches to deal with.
Yeah, but nevertheless, it's nice to see the fans, having fun in stadiums and so on. Yeah, looking forward to the upcoming weeks. I've had sleepless nights. I don't know how long you have slept every day. But yeah, it's
2-hour
been-
intervals.
Like one of the matches that I was watching, I slept off immediately. Right? So it happens. But yeah, that's the World Cup for you. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming over again today.
No
I
problem.
really enjoyed our conversation today.
Thank you for
Us
having
too.
us.
Thank you. So I'm Chia Yin, your host for Sportcast. Thank you for listening to our show, and see you guys again. Bye bye.
Bye.